Let me ask you a question. What if heavy metal was the only thing keeping the devil quiet? Today I'm talking about The Devil's Candy, directed by Sean Byrne and out now on 4K by Second Sight Films. And honestly, I think this is one of the most underrated horror films in this century. It's something that I really enjoy and I've seen it a couple of times. This is loud, intense. It's an emotionally grounded horror film that mixes demon possession, family drama, home invasion terror, and a crushing heavy metal atmosphere wrapped all the way around that to create something that feels genuinely unique. So the film follows struggling artist Jesse, played by Ethan Embry, who moves into a new Texas home with his wife Astrid and daughter Zoe. And the family dynamic is one of the best things about the film. Jesse and Zoe bond over heavy metal music. Astrid keeps the family grounded, and there's a warmth to their relationship that makes the horror work so much better later on. As they move into this house that has a violent history connected to it, particularly one character, Ray, played brilliantly by Pruitt Taylor Vince. One of those super familiar character actors that turns up and just does amazing stuff. Because Ray hears voices. He believes something demonic is talking to him. And music, specifically heavy metal music, the louder the better, is the only thing to keep those voices under control. That setup alone already gives the film a different energy than most haunted house films.
They won't let me play it loud. I need to play it loud.
You need to leave now.
Going back to Jesse and Ethan Embry's performance, I think he is absolutely terrific here, and I've watched this guy act through countless different genres and different kind of films, and here he doesn't feel like the typical horror protagonist. He's exhausted, he's financially struggling, he's trying to make his art work, trying to be a good husband and father, but his paintings aren't quite what people want, and the jobs that he gets aren't things that he's super interested in.
Is that the thing for the bank?
Yeah, that's a commission.
Butterflies? So not metal.
But then his paintings become disturbing. Violent imagery starts appearing almost subconsciously, and he begins to hear the voices that haunted Ray. And Embry plays the role with genuine weight. There is moments where he ignores his family due to being lost in a project, and you can feel that emotional rottenness coming through him. He's horrified by what he's done. He was compelled to do something, and it made him miss out on something that was just as important to him. You can completely buy him as a father trying desperately to protect his family while slowly losing control of himself.
Is that true?
I didn't mean to do this.
One of the things that the film does incredibly well is building the atmosphere. There is a real confidence and assuredness within the direction. There is constant tension running through nearly every sequence right from the start. Even quiet moments have this feeling of uncomfortability because the film never really fully lets you relax, and visually the thing looks incredible. The use of reds and blacks, shadowy interiors, firelight and distorted artwork creates this oppressive nightmare feeling throughout the movie. It's the sound design though that absolutely steals the show and seals the tension and the atmosphere within the film. This is a horror that needs to be played loud. The heavy metal soundtrack isn't just there to sound cool, it becomes part of the psychological experience of the film itself. The characters love heavy metal. It's there within the film. It starts to drown out, and even when the heavy metal isn't there, there is this rhythmic chanting that feels akin to music that comes through the soundtrack that is equally as disturbing. Special mention goes to Pruitt Taylor Vince. He is terrifying in this role. Ray isn't presented like the typical horror movie slasher. He's tragic, he's broken, he's mentally destroyed, but he's also smart enough to understand this, and at times you kind of pity him because he's genuinely trying to resist evil, but you know it's pointless, and there is something just from the moment he appears on screen that is genuinely unsettling about him. He creates this incredible tension because you're never quite sure if he's going to completely snap, but you know if he does, there's going to be ramifications. Honestly, it's one of the best performances in a horror movie.
No, you can't be loud. He'll make me do that thing I don't want to do, and I don't want to do that to you. Please be quiet.
The 4K disc looks fantastic. Second sight films really take a lot of care into these things, and you can see it again and again. The darker scenes retain really well here, and there is a lot of them opening up in a particularly dark sequence as well, but you can still tell the kind of colours, the textures that are there, and the HDR makes those fiery reds tones absolutely explode off screen. Audio wise, again, another phenomenal one. The soundtrack hits hard, the bass has weight, and the quieter atmospheric moments with that rhythmic chanting is just deeply unsettling. Play the film loud, play it preferably in a dark setting, and you will be creeped the hell out of this one. Of course, there are on-disc extras, so let's dive in and have a look at them together. Here we are in the disc for The Devil's Candy. Let's go to the extras. First up, we have an audio commentary with the director Sean Byrne. Then we have Into the Fire, an interview with the director Sean Byrne, which runs for 32 minutes 52 seconds, and this is quite interesting as it focuses on actually trying to get a film into production and having to run through various changes and how the script changed dramatically from his first draft, and it's just a really interesting talking head. Next we have These Fragile Things, an interview with actor Ethan Embry, and this runs for 19 minutes 41 seconds. Looking very different now, talking about the craft, how he got into this film, his thoughts on it, and how it was such a great opportunity. Then we have Devil in the Details, an interview with the DOP Simon Chapman, and this runs for 24 minutes 38 seconds, again talking about his career, how he met up with Byrne and how they had built a relationship. The Cutting Room, an interview with editor Andy Canny, which runs for 23 minutes 19 seconds, is another talking head. Then we have A Big Step Forward, interview with the production designer Thomas S. Hammock. This is 15 minutes 38 seconds. Really interesting as they kind of focus on the Americana that Byrne wanted to include within the film and why it's there, and just the idea of how they put the film together, which I thought was really interesting. Then we have Behind the Scenes VFX, which runs for 3 minutes 18 seconds and is just really compelling, showing how they composited all the effects onto the sequences and how they layered them up. Great. Then we have Advantage Satan, which is a short film that runs for 11 minutes 20 seconds. Really kind of fun and effective, a little bit silly, all the kind of things that just make it stand out. Next we have Work, another short film which was interesting but wasn't as good as the previous one. Also included in this set is some art cards and a 118-page book, along with several essays and some of the art from The Devil's Candy. And that's the extras for The Devil's Candy. There we have it, The Devil's Candy. I think it's a modern day cult film in the making. It's stylish without being empty, it's brutal without relying on gore alone, and it's emotionally grounded in a way a lot of films aren't. I think it's full of great performances, great settings. It doesn't outstay its welcome. It's quite a taut runtime, and I think it just delivers. And the 4K disc is exceptional. Have you seen Devil's Candy before? Or have you completely missed out on this one? Is it one you're going to rush out and check? I hope the answer is yes, because it's worth checking out. I would love to know your thoughts in the comment box below, whether you love it, hate it, fall somewhere in the middle, whether you're picking this up on the limited edition, the 4K, or just the Blu-ray. I want to know because I'm super nosy. So drop me a comment. As always, there is more content up there. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.